1. First we will study that electric field due to infinitely long straight wire. What are the steps? What were the steps? Do you remember? The first step was draw the charge distribution. Okay. In the previous class, in the yesterday class, I drew that diagram that this is the line charge, long straight wire. Okay. And next step was draw the Gaussian surface, and this is the Gaussian surface in the form of what? Cylinder. Okay. Everywhere electric field and theta, that is angle between area vector and electric field vector, should be same, that is symmetrical, should be symmetrical. Okay. And next step was calculate E dot dA. Okay. Now we will calculate E dot dA, close integral for the closed surface. Okay. See this cylinder has two flat surfaces and one curved surface, isn't it? See this is the top flat surface, this is the bottom flat surface, and this is the curved part. Okay. See this electric field for this point charge, you know that everywhere outward, and the area vector is also for this plane is perpendicular to this plane. You know the area vector? The area vector is perpendicular, is always area vector is perpendicular to the plane surface. Okay. So see this, the angle between here, the angle between electric field vector and area vector is how much? 0 degree, because area vector and electric field vector are in same direction, that is outward. Okay. Here, where this is in the curved part, the area vector and electric field vector are in the same direction. See this flat surface. Here electric field is outward, electric field is outward, electric field everywhere. Electric field is everywhere what? Outward. Okay. And what is the area vector at this surface? At this surface, what is the area vector? This perpendicular. Okay. So this is the area vector. And see what will be the angle between area vector and electric field vector? Yes, theta is 90 degree. Okay. And here also for top flat surface, for the bottom flat surface, area vector will be outward and electric field is also outward. Then the angle between area vector and electric field vector is 90 degree. Okay. Now we will do calculation. So E dot dA, that will be E dA cos theta. Okay. That means we will divide in three parts. That first E dA, see this, for the curved part theta is what? 0 degree, cos 0 for the curved surface. Okay. Plus E dA for the top flat surface, theta is how much? 90 degree, plus for the bottom flat surface, E dA cos how much? 90 degree, 90. You know that cos 90 is how much? 0, cos 90, 0. Okay. Now remains okay. Let me do. So E dA cos 0 1. So that is E dA integration. What will be the total area of the curved surface of the cylinder? That is what will be the circumference? 2 pi r into height L. height is how much? L. Okay. So that will be is equal to E into 2 pi r L. Okay. This step is over. Now calculate Q inside. What is the charge inside this closed surface? Q inside. What will be the Q inside? You know that this is the what? Linear charge density lambda, and you know that lambda linear charge density is charge per unit length. So Q is how much? Lambda into L. Q is equal to lambda into L. So this is the charge. And next step what? Apply Gauss theorem and calculate E. Apply Gauss theorem, put the values and calculate E. So what is the Gauss theorem? That is E dot dA close integral is equal to Q inside by epsilon naught, isn't it? That is, what was E dot dA? Just we found E 2 pi r L. E 2 pi r L. Okay. And what is this value? Q inside, that is lambda L. Lambda L divided by epsilon naught. Okay. Here L cancel. Then E will be lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. Okay. This is a very beautiful formula we got. Okay. In the applying Coulomb's law, we found that E is equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r, but that expression was very lengthy and tedious. Applying Gauss law, it is very simple to calculate E is equal to lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught r. Okay. So that will be E here, E inversely proportional to what? R. Okay. E inverse proportional to R here. What? For line charge, long straight wire. Okay, clear? Next application we will do. And second is, we will calculate electric field due to uniformly charged infinite plane sheet. Okay, infinite plane sheet. Actually, in practice, there is no infinite plane sheet. Okay, we will consider a small portion of this. Okay, so I am drawing the figure here for a clear understanding. See this. Suppose this is the plane sheet, infinite small portion of the infinite plane sheet, where charges are uniformly distributed with surface charge density sigma, okay. And here we have to calculate electric field at this point P, okay. Then next step is choose Gaussian surface. Then the Gaussian surface will be in the form of cylinder, where it will passes through the point P, and surface area is how much? A. Surface area is A. Okay. And you know that for the positive charges, electric field is what? Outward. So electric field everywhere outward. Okay, and this is the electric field vector. And see this cylinder has also two flat surfaces, and this is the curved surface. And the orientation of cylinder is here. The cylinder is perpendicular to the plane surface of the plane sheet. Okay, perpendicular. Suppose this is the sheet. So this is the sheet. Then the cylinder will be perpendicular like this. Okay, ebhaya rahibo. Cylinder ta ebhaya rahibo. Okay. Then, so what will be the area vector of this flat surface? Perpendicular to the surface, isn't it? Always area vector is perpendicular to the plane surface. Okay. So this will be the area vector. Then what will be the angle between area vector and E vector for this flat surface? How much? Theta is 0 degree. 0 degree, isn't it? And here see this also, electric field is outward and also area vector is outward. So here theta is also 0 degree, isn't it? And here see the curved part of the cylinder. Curved part को देखिलो, electric field कौन है जी? ए भलिया, and area vector will be outward to the surface, outward. This will be the area vector. And what is the angle between the two? Theta is how much? 90 degree. ना नहीं, देखो 90 degree. See this figure, colorful picture. देखो इटा भल भाव तुम बुझी पारियो देखो. एपट साइड रे area vector और electric field vector are in same direction. So theta is 0. In this side also theta is 0. And here this, see this, electric field is in this direction and area vector will be outward. So theta is how much? 90 degree. Clear? बुझियला? Then we will do calculation. So we will calculate E dot dA. Similar procedure is very easy. That is E dA how much? E dA cos theta. Cos theta. Okay. So that will divide in how much? 1, 2, 3 parts. That is E dA cos, first term में लिखियो flat 1, flat 1, flat 1 surface पे angle कितने 0, so 0 plus E dA cos flat 2, flat surface 2, that is also 0, angle is 0. Okay. Next E dA curved surface, curved part, angle is how much? 90. Okay. So this will be cos 90, 0, you know that. So remain, what remain? EDA, EDA, that is E. What is the surface area? A. So dA integration कौन about? That is small element dA. Total surface capital A. So that will be EA. Here also EA. Okay. And that becomes 2EA. Clear? এটা জানি হলা? দেখো. Pause this and note down. Okay. Next, we will calculate charge inside the surface, closed surface, Q in. We know that surface charge density sigma is charge per unit area. Okay. So Q is how much? Sigma into A. That is surface charge density sigma into area. So that will be, then apply Gauss theorem. What will be the Gauss theorem? E dot dA close integral is equal to Q inside by epsilon naught. So how much? So it will be EDA was 2EA equal to Q in is sigma A by epsilon naught. So here A cancel, then E will be sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is the very beautiful expression of electric field. Okay. What do you observe from this formula? That electric field is independent of the distance. Is there any R here? It would R term किछ होचे कि? नहीं. So electric field is independent of the distance. Independent of the distance from the plane sheet. Okay. That is very important. You should remember. This will help you in case of capacitor. Okay. When you will study capacitor, this will help you very much. Okay. Next case we will study. See this. We electric field due to pair of sheets with charge. First we will consider same charge sheets with different surface charge densities. माने sigma 1 and sigma 2. सरफेस चार्ज डिफरेंट थी सिग्मा 1 और सिग्मा 2. ओके देखिबा let's find the expression. Let's draw the diagram first. Suppose this is the two charge sheet. Charges are uniformly distributed. Same charges, whether may be positive or may be negative. Okay, same charges are distributed. And surface charge density here is sigma 1 and here is sigma 2. Okay, three cases we will study. First, here is point 1, here point 2 and here point 3. Then outside left surface, outside right surface, and within the plane sets we have to calculate electric field. Okay, then what will be the point? The field, electric field at the point 1 re kon hobo E1 will be, see this, you know that for the positive charge electric field is outward. Okay, electric field is outward. So for this electric field will be, see this distance is less, so electric field will be more because E inverse proportional to R square. And here this, for due to this plane sheet, what will be the electric field? See this distance is large, so electric field will be small. That is it will experience force of repulsion. Okay, the charge will experience force of repulsion and the electric field is outward. So what will be the net electric field at the point 1? That is, see this, due to sigma 2, we knew that for the plane sheet of charge electric field is how much? Sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Okay, so for this sigma 2 plane sheet electric field is sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught, and for this sigma 1 plane sheet electric field is sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught. Are you getting my point? So what will be the E1? E1 is, see this, these are all in same direction, so electric field will be added up, you know that. So that will be E1 is equal to sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught, that will be sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught. Clear? Next, field at the point 2, E2 is how much? See this, here due to sigma 1 plane sheet electric field is outward, due to sigma 2 plane sheet electric field is outward. Okay, so these are two equal forces and opposite in direction, they will be cancelled. Sorry, sigma 1 and sigma 2 are different, so you will write that is sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught minus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught. This is a net electric field, this is a net electric field. Okay, so that will be sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught. Okay, then field at the point 3, see this, here for due to sigma 1 plane sheet electric field will be, distance is less, electric field will be more. Due to plane sigma 2 plane sheet distance is large, electric field will be small. See, in the same direction electric fields are there, so this will be added up. So E3 is equal to sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught, that is sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught. Clear? Now let us study the special cases. Suppose if sigma 1 will be equal to sigma 2, the sigma 1 sigma 2 equal है, then कौन होगा? Sorry. Okay. If sigma 1 will be equal to sigma 2, then the expression will be E1 केते हबो? Sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught, that is 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, that is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. Okay, and what will be E2, that is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught, that will be equal to sigma minus sigma 0, so that will be equal to 0. Okay, and what will be at point 3, that is same case, 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, that will be equal to sigma by epsilon naught. Okay, that means electric field is 0 in between the plane sheets. In between the plane sheets, electric field is 0. Inside is 0 and outside is sigma by epsilon naught, outside is sigma by epsilon naught. That means outside is double the strength of the electric field of the plane sheet of charge. Plane sheet of charge ପାଇଁ କେତେ ଥିଲା? E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. तार डबल हे गेले केते हो जिवो? sigma by epsilon naught. बुझी होछि? So outside रे double, inside रे 0. Okay, for the same positive, same charge sheet. Okay, next we will do, next we will study the case opposite charge sheets with different surface charge densities, that is sigma 1 and sigma 2. Let us study this. Just draw this diagram. Suppose this is the plane sheet having positive charges, having surface charge density sigma 1, and here opposite charges, suppose negative charge set is there having surface charge density sigma 2. The same case we will study, that here point 1, point 2 and point 3. 3 cases we will study. So what will be the electric field at point 1? E1 is how much? Say this. We know that for the negative charge, electric field will be inward. So this is the inward. Okay, and for the positive charge, that will be outward. Outward, isn't it? What will the bigger electric field? See, this is the less distance, so electric field will be more. Distance is large, electric field will be less. This is the E sigma 2, this is E sigma 1. Okay, so electric field is how much? That will be equal to sigma 1 by due to sigma 2. What will be the electric field? Sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught. Then minus, because they are in opposite direction, there should be minus sign. So sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught. This is the net electric field. So that we will get sigma 2 minus sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught. Clear? Next, what will be the electric field at point 2? See this, for positive charge, for sigma 1, outward. Okay, for the negative charge, inward, in the same direction, same, inward, isn't it? So that will be the same force added in same direction. So that will be added up. So E2 will be equal to sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon. That will be equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 1 plus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon. Clear? What will be the expression at point 3? E3. Yes. See this, for the positive charge, outward. Okay. For the negative charge, inward. This is E due to sigma 1, E due to sigma 2. Which is bigger? Sigma 1. So that will be equal to electric field, that is sigma 1 by 2 epsilon naught minus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught, that will be equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 by 2 epsilon naught. Okay. So, let us study the special cases. Special cases, if sigma 1 is equal to sigma 2, then E1 will be equal to, see this, sigma 1 is equal to sigma 2, how much? E1 will be 0 and E2 will be sigma plus sigma, that is 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught, that is sigma by epsilon naught, isn't it? And what will be E3? E3 will be, E3 is sigma is equal to sigma, sigma minus sigma, so that is 0, E3 will be 0. Okay. So, E1 is 0, E2 is double the strength of the plane sheet of electric field of the plane sheet of charge, because plane sheet of charge ro single sheet ro charge kete, single sheet ro electric field kete, sigma by 2 epsilon naught, sigma by 2 epsilon naught, single sheet ro electric field, the double hele kete hijibo, sigma by epsilon naught, and outside electric field is how much? 0. See this, for the opposite plane sheet of charge, electric field is 0 outside and inside is sigma by epsilon naught, and it behaves as what? A capacitor. Okay, it behaves as capacitor, where inside the capacitor electric field is how much? Sigma by epsilon naught. This is a very beautiful idea regarding the electric field of the capacitor. Okay. Then next we will study electric field due to a charged shell of conducting sphere. So, this is not in the reduced syllabus of CHE syllabus, but it is very important and it will be asked always in entrance examinations. Okay. So, you should remember this thing, that charged shell of conducting sphere. Okay. See this, let's do the diagram first. Suppose there is a conducting sphere. Suppose there is a conducting sphere and it is given charged. The given charges, then charges will remain on the surface of the conductor. You know that due to repulsion. Okay. So, I have to find at point P, I have to find electric field at this point P. Then we will choose, I will choose Gaussian surface that should pass through this point P, and everywhere E and theta should be symmetrical. Okay. See this. So, at a distance R, I do this Gaussian surface. Okay. So, this is the Gaussian surface. Then everywhere electric field is outward. So, everywhere electric field is outward. You know that for the point charge, for the positive charges, electric field is outward. Okay. So, and what will be the area vector at this surface? Perpendicular to this surface. This is the area vector. Okay. Then what will be the angle between area vector and electric field vector? Theta is 0 degree. Okay. So, everywhere electric field is outward and area vector is also outward. So, everywhere theta is same, that is 0, isn't it? Then I will study the three cases. First, R greater than capital R. See this. This is the capital R is the radius of the conducting sphere. Okay. Small r is the radius of the Gaussian surface. Okay. So, first I will study R greater than R, R greater than capital R. Number 2 I will study the case that R is equal to, small r is equal to capital R. Number 3, small r is less than capital R. small r is less than, suppose I want to find electric field at point P inside this, inside the conducting sphere, then I will draw a Gaussian surface, okay, and this will be my r, small r, okay, and this is the capital R of the conducting sphere. So here r, small r is less than capital R. देखो तुम कलरफुल डायग्राम देखो आराम से बुझी पारिबो, देखो स्मॉल r is less than capital R, okay, inside, and here outside is capital R is greater than, sorry, small r is greater than capital R, okay. देखो डायग्राम क्लियर होला, भलो भाबरे को ड्रा करो, नेक्स्ट टाइम कैलकुलेट करियो. Let's clear this. Okay, we will calculate first of the conducting sphere, case 1, that is r greater than capital R, that is point P is outside the conducting sphere, outside the start cell. That means electric field E dot dA is how much? E dA cos 0 everywhere, or cos 0, that will be equal to E dA integration cos 0 1 dA. There is, what is the area of the whole sphere? 4 pi r square, you know that. So this will be equal to E 4 pi r square, E 4 pi small r square, okay. Then what is the Q inside? Q inside is total Q. Yes, suppose the charge is Q is written here, capital Q or small q, what you can take. Suppose, so applying Gauss theorem, that is E dot dA closed integral, that will be equal to Q inside by epsilon naught, okay. So that implies E 4 pi r square is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So E will be Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. This is E outside, electric field outside the charge cell of conducting sphere, okay. That is here E inversely proportional to r square. Manrala. Next we will calculate case 2. Case 2, that is small r is equal to capital R. Then what will be the value? Yes, E 4 pi capital R square, because E dot dA cos 0 and E dA is how much? Total area, total charge of sphere, sorry, total area of the conducting sphere is how much? 4 pi r square, capital R square, is equal to Q inside by epsilon naught. Q inside is how much? Q. So Q by epsilon naught. So E will be equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught capital R square, because small r is equal to capital R, okay. So capital R square. This is E on surface, that is point P lies on the surface, and this is the maximum value of electric field. This is the E maximum value of electric field, okay. Next we will study case 3, that is R is less than capital R. R is less than here. R is less than capital R. That means, see this, similarly E 4 pi small r square, that will be equal to Q inside by epsilon naught. See this, any charge inside the Gaussian surface? Is there any charge inside the Gaussian surface? किछि अछि कि charge? Gaussian surface, this is the Gaussian surface. Gaussian surface भितरे किछि charge अछि? No. Every charges are on the surface, okay, of the conducting sphere. So there is no charge inside the conducting sphere, inside the Gaussian surface, okay. So that will be, E will be what? 0. This is a very beautiful observation, okay. That is, that you will be asked which theorem proves that electric field inside the conducting sphere is 0, inside the metal is 0. Which theorem? That is only the Gauss theorem. Only the Gauss theorem proves that inside the metal electric field is 0. Electric field is 0. Okay. So we knew that this is the cases, and we will do now the graph E versus R graph. We will do the graph. See, E inside, that is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught small r square. E surface, that is Q by 4 pi epsilon naught capital R square, and that is maximum. And this is outside, and E inside is 0. We got these three things. Now draw the diagram, draw the graph. Suppose this is the E and this is the R, small r, distance. Okay. This is origin O, and here is outside. This is the suppose capital R. This is the capital R point, and for this part this is outside part, and here on surface, and here this part is inside part. Then see this. See. Sorry. Let me do that. This is inside part, this is on surface, and this is outside. Okay. First inside, then surface, then outside. Okay. See, inside electric field is how much? 0. Starting kete 0. So electric field will be 0. Electric field will be 0 up to surface. Okay. तापरे कौन होगा? surface रे maximum. Surface रे maximum. Here E is equal to E maximum. Okay. Then outside kete? Outside E inversely proportional to R square. Outside रे. So here E inversely proportional to R square. Clear? This is a very important graph. It is always asked in entrance examination. Okay? Understand this? So this is the E is 0 inside the surface, and on the surface that is maximum electric field, and outside that is E inverse proportional to R square. Okay? Next. See, let's study the electric field due to charge for the non-conducting sphere. Suppose a non-conducting sphere is given charged, then the charges will remain in the body, having volumetric charge density rho. Okay, volumetric charge density rho. Then I will find similar procedure. I will find electric field at this point. Then the Gaussian surface will be like this. Okay, the concentric sphere of radius r, small r. Okay, then and the conducting sphere, non-conducting sphere has radius capital R. Okay, here then we will study the three cases: R greater than capital R, and R is equal to capital R, and small r is less than capital R. Less than Gaussian surface को draw होगा with inside the sphere. This will be the R, and R is less than capital R. Okay, see this diagram, see this diagram. This is a colorful diagram, you can easily understand. See this. Okay, this is the outside r, small r is greater than capital R. This is the Gaussian surface outside, and here inside the sphere, inside the non-conducting sphere, there is a Gaussian surface where small r is less than capital R. Okay, now let us find that case 1, that is small r is greater than capital R first. Okay. Then E dot dA closed integral is equal to how much? E dA cos 0, because everywhere angle is 0 between area vector and electric field vector. That will be equal to E, area is 4 pi r square. So 4 pi small r square. So that will be equal to E 4 pi r square, and what is the charge inside? Q charge. So Q, applying Gauss theorem, E dot dA is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So that is equal to Q by epsilon naught. So E is how much? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Same as the case of conducting sphere. Okay, this is the outside case, that is E inversely proportional to r square. Clear? Next, what is the case 2, that is r is equal to capital R. Same, E is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught capital R square. This is on surface. Okay, and this is the maximum value, E maximum. Okay, clear? Next we will study small r less than capital R. This is case 3 and is very important. Okay, listen carefully. So r small r is less than capital R. So that will be equal to E 4 pi small r square, that will be equal to Q inside by epsilon naught. Okay, this is Gauss theorem. So that will, what will be the Q inside? You know that for the volumetric charge distribution, rho is equal to Q by V, charge per unit volume. So Q is how much? Rho into V, rho into V. Okay, so rho, what will be the volume of the sphere? Volume of the sphere कितना है? Volume of the sphere कितने? That is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, because the radius is smaller. Okay, pi r cube. So now putting the value E 4 pi r square is equal to Q inside is how much? Rho 4 by 3 pi r cube by epsilon naught, isn't it? So 4 cancel, pi cancel, r square r cube, that is r square cancel, then we will get E is equal to rho r by 3 epsilon naught. Okay. Okay. So this is the case where r small r is less than capital R. Here E is proportional to smaller. Isn't it? Clear? बुझेला पहले? So here third case rate कितने? E proportional to R. First थिला E inverse. देखिए देलो बोलो से. Now let's clear it. So for outside, that is E inversely proportional to r square, and for on the surface E maximum we got, and inside is E proportional to R. Okay, so for this case we will draw the diagram, that is E versus R graph. Then what will be the graph? Let's do that. This is E and this is R. Here is the origin O, here the point is capital R. So first is inside, then on surface, and here outside the surface. So first it will be, yes, inside is how much? E proportional to R, this is the inside case. So in E proportional to graph, E proportional to R, the graph will be straight line. Okay, that is E proportional to R. Then maximum at surface, and this is the maximum at surface, is E maximum here. Now outside, E inverse proportional to R square, this is the outside case. Sorry, that will not touch on the x axis. Okay. So E inversely proportional to R square. Okay. So this is the case. See this is also very important and always asked in exam. So E proportional to R, here maximum, here outside case is E inverse proportional to R square. Okay, clear? Next. Let's do some numericals. First question is, electric field at a point varies at R to the power 0. That means R to the power 0 is 1 independent of distance. Electric dipole case रे कितने? E inversely proportional to R cube. Point charge by inverse proportional to R square. Infinite charge रे कितने होगा? E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. And line charge by E inverse proportional to R. So independent of distance. That is R to the power 0 kodre. Third option. Third option is the correct answer. Okay. Next, the electric field is in a region given by this electric field. Electric field is there. Area is given. Then what will be the flux? What will be the flux? Flux will be phi is equal to E dot A. Phi is equal to E dot A. That will be equal to 3 by 5 E naught I cap plus 4 by 5 E naught J cap. Dot product 0.2. See, parallel to YZ plane. Talo area vector ta kon hobo? Perpendicular to YZ plane. See, this is x, y, z. X, y and z. Okay, YZ plane ko perpendicular ke x axis. Then which direction? I cap. I cap. So this is I cap. Because the unit vector in the x axis, in the direction of the x axis I cap, in the direction of y axis j cap, and in the direction of z axis is k cap. You know that. Okay. And you know I dot I is 1 and j dot I is 0. So it will be 3 by 5 E naught into 0.2. And by solving this, 3 by 5 into E naught is how much? 2 into 10 to the power 3 into 2 by 10. And I will get this 240 Newton meter square per coulomb. This is answer. Okay, clear? Next, find out the flux through the given Gaussian surface. The Gaussian surface, and these are the charges inside the surface and these are charges outside the closed surface. Then we will consider only inside charges, because we know that the flux will be E dot dA is equal to Q inside by epsilon naught. So that will be phi equal to Q inside is how much? 2 microcoulomb. 2 minus 3 plus 4 minus 1 plus 4, that is 3. So 3 microcoulomb, that is 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 by epsilon naught Newton meter square per coulomb. This is the answer. Okay. Next question. Suppose a point charge is placed at the center of a cube, then find out the flux through any one surface of the cube. Any one surface. A cube has how many surfaces? You know that a cube has 6 surfaces. So 6 surface by flux kete q by epsilon naught. So for the one surface that will be phi is equal to q by 6 epsilon naught. This is the answer. Okay. Next question. A point charge plus q at the center of curvature of a hemisphere. Find out the flux through the hemispherical surface. Suppose this is the hemisphere and plus q charge is there. Okay. See, for the total sphere, what will be the flux? Q by epsilon naught, and for the hemisphere half of flux will emit. That means for the upper half flux will be q by 2 epsilon naught, and for the lower half flux will be q by 2 epsilon naught. Clear? Then total will be q by epsilon naught. See this, here what is the flux in the total closed surface? So flux will be, phi will be, see this. Then what is asked? There is charge, find charge enclosed by the closed surface. So total flux will be 30 plus, this is the outgoing and this is incoming, this is entering flux and this is emerging flux. So 30 plus 20 plus 10 minus 15, that is 30 plus 20 plus 10 minus 15 is how much? 45 Newton meter square per coulomb. Okay, you know that phi is equal to q by epsilon naught. So q is how much? Phi epsilon naught, that is 45 epsilon naught. This is the answer, coulomb. Okay. Thank you very much, dear students. This much for the today.